Hey guys, it's Trish from Trish's Card Club, live from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Happy Monday night, everybody. I am late because I'm having a few technical difficulties, but I think I'm in. Hopefully some people will be joining me and they'll agree that I'm alive and in. Let's see. Alrighty, there's Myra. So there's Hope. Hey Myra, welcome. I'm having a little technical difficulties getting going. So, hey, Mary and Karen. Okay, finally, I know. You guys, I'm sorry. Yeah, had some technical stuff, but I think I got it solved and figured out. It's Monday night. Hey, Anne-Marie and Judy, Charlene, good to see you guys. As I like to always introduce myself officially as an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I have a Facebook page and a YouTube channel called Trish's Card Club, and you can shop with me 24/7 online at trishann.stampinup.net. You know, I really should have that memorized. There was trouble on. Oh, well, Myra, maybe it's just internet crazy right now. I'm not sure what it is, but I was having just a difficult time connecting. But thankfully, I got in. I'll wait a couple more minutes, or a minute, I should say, to give a few other people a chance to get on. I can fill the airtime with. Let's see. How was your weekend? Hope it was good. Mine was really good. We had some friends in town and we drove to Atlanta to go to IKEA. Now, you guys in Orlando that just have IKEA down the street on I-4, you don't appreciate a 2-hour drive to go to IKEA, but it was great. It was just fun to have that. And then we went to the Container Store, which of course I love that store. And then we met a friend of ours that lives in Atlanta, and he took us to this really great restaurant for dinner, which was so delicious. The food in Atlanta, I mean, it is so good, you guys. And then after that, we went to another food court and had these fried donuts that were made with rice. Oh my gosh, you guys, they were amazing. Hey, Huckles, welcome. They were so amazing, so delicious. Yes, so we can't wait to go back down. And this time when we go back down, we're going to actually eat at the food court. Tonight, Saturday night, we just had dessert, but we're hoping to go and sample all these different chefs. So it looked really delicious. So that was my weekend. You know, besides the laundry and the banking and the cooking and the cleaning, no cooking. Let's not kid ourselves. But the laundry and the grocery shopping and all that stuff is real. All right, let's get started tonight. I'm going to show a few things after I do the demo so that people who might just come and join just to see the demo can have priority and good use of their time. I want to thank them for coming. I am using Blackberry Bliss and Bubble Bath. I don't know if you've ever used these two colors together. They're quite a contrast, but it worked out because it went with the Designer Series paper that I pulled the pack from. But you know what? I don't know what this Designer Series paper is called because I don't have the cardboard that gives me the name of it. But it's this Designer Series paper. And then the other side is a little bit more plain. And so I needed a sort of a simpler background. And this is what I ended up with. I use this piece right here. So let's get started. I'm using Bubble Bath for my card base. This is just a standard piece of cardstock cut in half and scored. Nothing fancy about that. Hey, Shannon, I know it's okay. A lot of people had problems getting on. I had a problem getting on. I was a couple minutes late getting started too. Teresa, it's going to be hard for you to watch this card because it's going to be cattywampus. I know that's always hard for you, but I made it I put it together originally all square on, and it was too blah. So I wanted to make it a little less blah. So let's start off by putting on a piece of Designer Series paper. Oh, I forgot to tell you the stamp set that I'm using. Let me go back and do that. So we're going to put that on a little cattywampus. The stamp set and bundle that I'm using are Spring Corners, which I don't think I've done a card in a while using the Spring Corners, but it's just a really fun stamp set. And then also Impressions Abloom, which I've done a few times. And I'm using this flower right here and the coordinating dies. So that'll just tell you what I'm doing. So that's my card, one piece right there. Then I'm going to take a piece of white cardstock and I'm going to take the stamp set that says, always in your corner. I think that's what I have. Yeah, always in your corner. I'm going to ink that up with Blackberry Bliss. And this stamp set, when your stamps are this thin, you have to be a little bit careful. You don't want to over ink. Thank you, Myra. It's called Everyday Skies. That's the DSP. What would I do if I didn't have you guys? You guys rock. You are so helpful. So again, if you're joining this in the replay, thank you very much. I am a demonstrator, but my gosh, sometimes my brain. So other demonstrators watch my videos or customers, and then they help me identify products, which is such a blessing. So thank you very much, Myra. I appreciate that. All right. So you're going to just really be very gentle in your tapping when you're doing a thin stamp like this, because you don't want to get ink all over the place. The other way you could also do it is putting the stamp down and lightly tapping with the ink this way as well. But you just want to be light about it. Okay. The other thing is when you stamp on it, you don't want to go right to the edge. You want to come down a little bit. So I'm going to come down a little bit on both the sides, and I'm going to hold my stamp, take it off, and there you get it. Always in your corner. On this one, I am going to take my bubble bath, and I'm going to put that on my card, and that's going to go kind of the opposite direction. And then this one is going to go on. Oh, no, before I do that, I forgot. So when I was designing the card, I thought this looked a little blah. So I decided that I would go ahead and stamp it first. Always stamp it first if you can run it through an embossing folder. And then I would run it through an embossing folder just to give it a little bit of texture. So let me get my Big Shot up, my cut and emboss machine up here. For those of you guys that have been stamping for a long time, we used to sell a product called a Big Shot, which we don't sell anymore. It's now called the cut and emboss machine, but I'm always calling it by its wrong name. Okay. So let me just talk a little second about the embossing folder. This is current, but I don't know if you're going to be able to see. Oh yeah, you're going to be able to see it on screen. So you would think that you would put it in this way, but I really believe it goes this way by the look of the pattern. So I'm going to put it in like this, just because I think the pattern looks better. I'm going to put my paper in like that. And then I'm going to put that over here, put one on top of it, run it through the cut and emboss machine. And it's a pretty subtle pattern, but that's what I wanted because I want the words to still stand out. But it just gives it just that little bit of oomph. Okay, hang on and I'll show it to you. Let me get this off the screen. And then this is what we have. So I just really like, oh, you can't see it. Let me see if I take some light off, if you can see it. Yep, if I move some light away, you can see it. You'll see the pattern. There you go. Okay, so then I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it on my card like this. I knew you'd be thrilled, Teresa. I knew you would love all those angles. My friend Teresa likes everything straight on. So then we're going to put that there. So it's kind of, I love it because it's a little bit different. Then as I told you guys before I came on camera, I stamped and cut out with a die the flower, and that flower was going to go right here. And that is the very simple but pretty always in your corner card. So this is an encouragement card that I'm going to be sending to a friend. Thanks, you guys. Always appreciate your kind words. Hey, Angela, welcome. Good to see you tonight. I just think it's a happy card because of the bright pink. I love it. And I've never put together pink and Blackberry Bliss before, but I think it's a nice complement to each other. And I just picked it up off the Design It series paper. So that's where the color combination came from. But let me give a shout out to, let me see who I'm going to give a shout out to, because I did get inspired by this for this card. If I can get to my inspiration page. Let's see. This card was originally done using the old daisy punch, but that's been retired for quite a while, and I wanted to use something that was current. So this actually, the layout of the card comes from Sue's Paper Creations. So thank you, Sue, for sharing online. She had a similar layout, a few different things, a different flower and stuff like that, but the concept behind it goes to her. So thanks, Anna. So that's my card. Super simple, you guys. Literally, card making does not have to be complicated, and it doesn't have to take you a long time. Let me zoom in a little bit on the card so that you guys can get a good look at it. The most important thing is that we get cards in the mail. That's the most important thing. And that can happen with a multiple layer cards, or it can happen with a simple card like this. So I'm going to put this off for a second. I received some beautiful cards in the mail, so I want to give some shout outs. This card is gorgeous. Isn't it beautiful? This comes from my friend Judy. And I think, and I don't want you to read what Judy wrote, but I just want you to see her penmanship is so perfect. It's amazing. I'm pretty sure this is from Paper Pumpkins. Judy, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is from Paper Pumpkins. Let me see. Someone is saying hello. Well, whoever's saying hello is unidentified. Thank you for saying hello. Isn't it gorgeous? It's so, so pretty. So that's beautiful from Judy. And then I got this card, another beautiful card from my friend Angela. This is not Stampin' Up paper, but it's so gorgeous. And I'm so glad that she sent it because I just think it's really, really pretty. I don't want you to see her penmanship because she wrote something really sentimental and sensitive, but she also put in a small edge along here. And I love when you tie in the designer series paper. So it's just a really, really pretty card. And I just loved it. So those were two beautiful cards that I got. This card I wanted to show you. Stephen and I are invited to a wedding in the end of August, the end of this month. So I want to make a wedding card. And the girl that's getting married, she's not foo-foo. She's not a typical, she's more of an outdoorsy kind of girl. So this is the card that I came up with, and I thought it would be really pretty. I have this beautiful stamp. It's crooked, but it's on there. I thought that's perfect for a wedding. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and he will direct your path. That was perfect for a wedding. And then I will put a little gift in on this side. So that was I thought I would just show you guys that this is an old set of cards that goes with Memories and More. It's not even current anymore, but I thought it was like a perfect size for a nice wedding card. And I don't know if you can tell, but I did a wink of Stella on the flowers. So they're kind of shiny a little bit. So yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. So now we'll come back to Earth because that card that I just showed you definitely took me a while to make. So this is more my style, make them and get them in the mail. And that's kind of how I go. So, all right, you guys, that is it for Monday night. We have 14 days till college football. Not that I'm counting, but I hear it every day on my radio when I listen to sports talk radio. And I think we have about 28 days till we have professional ball. Although oh my gosh, you guys, I'm gone blank. The games that they play before the season, the preseason games will be starting sooner than 28 days. So I'm really excited. I know, Sharon, I am so excited. I can't wait. It's so, so exciting. The next couple of weeks, we have some very important golf games. So I have a lot going on in my football life. So I'm excited and I'm blessed. So I hope you have a good week too, Charlene. I hope you all have a good week. I'm always grateful that you're coming and watching my videos. If you're watching the replays, I appreciate that as well. Remember, around here, we make it and we mail it. I hope you have time to make a card and get a card in the mail this week and bless someone. It really, truly does change lives. And that's the most exciting part. I love you guys, and I will see you guys next week. Thank you. Bye now.